Y'all, the parking lot that I usually film at is packed right now. All of these people are gonna see me talking, but whatever. I got my Starbucks. As you can tell from this video, I am back. There was a time last year where I took a little bit of a break and then I came back, made a video similar to this, and then I took pretty much a year-long break. Oh my god, there's a car pulling up next to me. Oh my god, oh my god. It's a teenage boy. I'm actually dying. I'm actually dying. Ah! Where was I? I did have every intention of restarting YouTube at that point, but then I went to college, and college was a very big life difference in high school in so many different ways. I didn't really know how to fit YouTube into my college life. At this point, I still don't want to make any promises that I will be doing that once I get back to college, but you never know. I might bring my channel to college. I don't know. I really don't know where I'm going to take this, what's going to happen. I just had this random inkling to film, so I'm back. So where have I been for the past year? I have been at college. I went to college a few states away, so already that's kind of a big change. I didn't know anyone going to my college when I first transitioned there, so that was a big change for sure. Just getting transitioned and acclimated to that. There's another car pulling up next to me. I swear, I've never seen it this busy. But kind of finding my place on campus, finding friends, just learning how to live by myself and on my own was already a big change. Where have I been? I've been figuring out how to be a college student. It's been really fun. Love college so much. I was severely nervous to go to college, but I think it's been really rewarding and honestly has taught me that I can handle a lot more than I guess I give myself credit for. At college, some of the things I've been doing, I joined a sorority, which has been fun. I'm in a few Bible studies. I still dance. Surprise. If you guys don't know, I danced a ton in high school, and it definitely is not as rigorous as what I did in high school, but it's honestly been kind of freeing to dance in a low stress environment. It has definitely been a change though. I feel like this usually happens to people going from high school to college, but I have definitely struggled with the fact that something that was such a big part of my life in high school isn't as much in college, and there are pros and cons to that. I have a lot more time since I'm not dancing for hours every day, but because I'm not dancing for hours every day, I definitely have struggled with my identity kind of, because I used to be the dancer and now I'm not the dancer, if that makes sense. So there's definitely been a lot of trying to figure out who I am in college versus who I was in high school, but I'm still dancing. I picked up jazz. Y'all don't know, jazz is a different style of dance. In high school I did a lot of ballet. Jazz is so fun though. I totally recommend it, and I love my jazz professor, so I'm taking jazz again next semester. I'm an English major, so literally I read nonstop. I'm literally not kidding. Obviously the books are not my own choice, but first semester I think I read 8 books for one class, and then last semester I read probably 20 different literary critics. So I've just been reading a lot and writing a lot, what I've mainly been doing, but I love writing so much. I think the process of it is really cool. Obviously it is never perfect, which is kind of like ballet. Having a final tangible thing to turn in is very cool. My top artists. Okay, honestly, let's go look. Don't really know. Since I haven't been filming, strangely I've gotten into rap, which don't even ask me. I don't know. I've also gotten into country, so polar opposites, but my music library has gotten very broad, and I definitely do not have a favorite genre anymore. I always go to Receiptify. If y'all don't know what it is, if you log in with your account, it tells you your top artists, top songs. See, this is so random. Number 1, Morgan Wallen. If you had told me that 2 months ago, I would have been you're funny. Number 2, Billie Eilish. Number 3, Zach Bryan. See, I don't know. I have no explanation. Number 4, Taylor Swift. Number 5, 21 Savage. 6, Gracie Abrams. 7, Megan Maroney. 8, Ariana Grande. 9, Sexy Red. And 10 is Crowder, who's a worship singer. I have no genre. I make monthly playlists, and if you put that thing on shuffle, you're gonna see a lot. Favorite class I've taken in college? Ooh, I feel definitely creative writing. I love writing, like I said, but creative writing is so fun. If I have the time to do it, it's probably my favorite type of writing. But last semester I took a creative writing class and it was amazing. I definitely recommend. We would learn a new tool to use in creative writing, and then our final project was kind of combining all of those different tools into one story. I love creative writing workshops. A lot of people who've never taken a creative writing class, when they take one, feel they're very surprised at how the class is run. I took a creative writing class freshman year of high school, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, But literally, you write pieces and then you turn them in to everybody in the class. Like, everyone gets a copy of your writing, which is already a little scary because usually people write about things like from their life or like inspired by their life. You don't really know the people in your class, so it can be scary. And then you have a workshop period. During the workshop period, everybody in the class comes in with a critique for your story. So literally, you're getting back feedback from probably like 20 different kids in your class who don't really know you. They're critiquing your writing. Everybody gives their opinions on your writing, and you have to be silent and like write down notes. And then in the end, you kind of explain things that people were confused about. I think criticism is so helpful, especially with art, because you usually see your art in one way, but people take it in completely different ways. So definitely my favorite class. Totally recommend. I think I'm gonna do a creative writing concentration. Favorite Starbucks drink of the year. Y'all know I love my Starbucks. That has not changed. My favorite one this year was the seasonal spring drink, the iced lavender latte. Literally, I was so mad when I went to Starbucks and asked for it, and they were like, we don't have that anymore. It's the summer drinks now. I was like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But hopefully next year they'll get the syrup back because it was the best thing ever. New hobby I've picked up while at college. I feel like I have a very new passion for poetry, and this is so random. In high school, I remember we would have like poetry units. Like, I always understood the poetry, but I was like, I don't like this. I'd rather read a book. But in one of my English classes, we had a poetry unit. My teacher also isn't that into poetry, but she taught it in like such a way that I really saw the beauty in it. And we would read poetry and discuss like the tiniest little details, like not the overall meaning of it or like what the poet was trying to convey, but like, why did they put a comma here, and why is this letter capitalized versus this letter. And I know that sounds like tedious and kind of annoying to some people, but I just loved it so much. Oh, I just loved it. Imagery within poetry, secret meanings, how like one line can be taken one way, but somebody else connects it to like a different line in the poem. Oh my god, I just love it. New hobby, probably writing poetry and reading poetry. I love writing poetry, and it's not good. Like, I can tell you right now, when I was at college and I was like feeling overwhelmed or sad, like the first thought in my brain would be like, write a poem. That's probably my new hobby. Current book I'm reading. During the school year, I read so many books, but they were never books I wanted to read. Not saying they weren't good books, but like they weren't books for my own pleasure. So this summer, I've been reading Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I read The Guest List by her last summer, and it was amazing. So I haven't finished this book. I'm like 100 pages in, but I recommend her anyways. She writes like thriller mysteries. Honestly, one of my favorite book genres. What is something I'm looking forward to? I'm actually starting my first job ever in about a week. So I feel very big girl, very grown up. I've been going through a few interviews for it. So it's definitely a new thing for me. I know some people are like, you're 19, you've never had a job, but in high school, I danced very intensely. Like, I'm talking every day and then like on the weekend. So this is like my first official job. So it's gonna be fun. I am looking forward to doing something new and exciting. I think college has really taught me that going out of my comfort zone is like the only way you really move forward. I've about like 2 months left of summer, so you'll be seeing more of me. I already filmed like a college Q&A with Ava, and I go to a private university. She goes to a public university. So we talked about freshman year, the things we learned, advice, all that kind of stuff. I'm so excited to be back. If you guys have any questions, please comment them. I tried to put a mixture of questions in this Q&A, and I didn't want it to be too long, but I hope you guys have been doing well. It has definitely been a second, so let me know how you're doing. Comment any questions you have for me. This is so exciting. Thank you for staying. If you've been here during my break, I'm sorry that I was gone for so long. I will see you guys very soon. I'm so thankful for you guys. Bye!